What's up, y'all? This is DrFish. Welcome to Fish Lab. Today I'm going to be talking about a trip I did last October. One of my buddies from high school was getting married. So my family and I took a family trip down to southern Florida. We stayed down there for 5 days. I bought 3 fishing rods, some limited tackle, an aerator, and a little travel net. And with this equipment, I did some exploring. Started off in Miami and then moved my way over to the Gulf Coast. So sit back, relax, and I'm gonna show you what I did.
I try to do, mainly trying to do some freshwater fishing. See what kind of exotics I can come across. But that's what the plan is right now.
Alright, y'all, let me talk about one of the must-have rigs you should have in your tackle box. It's called a Sabiki rig. You definitely should have one of these if you're going to do any type of exploring fishing like how I do. Again, get a Sabiki rig. Get a few of them. A Sabiki rig is essentially a rig with about 5 or so hooks on it and a small weight at the bottom. Each hook has a fly on it. I would also suggest to bait each hook with either like a piece of squid or worm, or in my case while I was down here I was using shrimp. Now boom, I'm catching fish off the Sabiki rig, you know what I'm saying? Little guys, but it's still something, you know. Fish like this size you can use as bait, and also worst come to worst, hey, at least you didn't get skunked, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, while I was out there, I did see a spotted eagle ray come swim past. And that was pretty cool to see. It was a pretty looking stingray. They look different than the ones we have around the way. Now, let me pause it for a second. Let me tell you guys one of the main reasons I wanted to go fishing down here in Florida. To do some top water fishing. I'm trying to tell y'all. Got my man right here on the line. Again, these jacks. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all. Look at these jacks. Look at this footage. They were so ferocious. You can clearly see other ones following this one. Just waiting for the lure to spit out their mouth so they can grab it. They are ferocious. And to catch them on some top water plugs was definitely a great experience. Just imagine you seeing your lure go across the top of the water. Then whack! Fish jump out and grab it. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's very exciting. Definitely some fun fishing to do. So if you ever get a chance, go out and do some top water fishing, especially if you can do it down in Florida, man, because them jacks, they was hit. Look, it's a manatee. That's crazy. Cool. Nice. All right, y'all, real quick. Let me tell y'all a couple facts about the manatee. At birth, the manatee weighs anywhere between 40 and 60 pounds. That's a hefty sized baby. Once they reach adulthood, they max at an average of 10 feet and can weigh anywhere from 800 to 1,200 pounds. Huge thing. But they're essentially gentle giants. They don't bite or nothing. They move very slow. In fact, that was one of the dangers they had dealing with the manatees in the wild and boaters, because the boaters will come speeding. Manatees is essentially like a big slow, like green marshmallow moving through the water there, so they'll chop their backs up and stuff, mess them up real bad. Alright, so then after those 2 days of being in Miami, we actually had to travel through the Florida Everglades. Now this was definitely something I was looking forward to. I stopped at a few places along the way, caught some nice peacock bass, so I was definitely happy about that. Check another one off the list, you feel me? Pretty fish. Yeah, back to the Everglades. We was just driving around and I was just like amazed that I finally made it to the Florida Everglades. You know, that's always something I wanted to do since I was a child. One thing though, I was expecting it to be more of like a mangrove swampy type thing, like a mangrove forest. And essentially it was just like almost like, I guess, grassland and water, but definitely was a lot of water. It was water on both sides all the way through. The Florida Everglades, this highway goes all the way through Florida from one end to the other. We did stop at the Nate's Zoo. They was out there feeding the giraffes, as we like to call them. But yeah, then I finally made it to the Gulf Coast of Florida. I drove from one end to the other. This was just some nice scenery. Alright, y'all, I was out here in the bay. I did a little bit of walking around. Not too much, because I ain't gonna lie, these daggone oyster beds and stuff was tearing my feet up. So I went out in the water, and how I always do, I came across some critters. I caught crabs, a large snail, some minnows. I was out there basically trying to see whatever I can find, and also to catch some bait, because I like going out and catching my own bait, you know. I just like that, you know, just out there just catching anything, all me, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me tell you guys, I made a rookie mistake. As I mentioned earlier, I did not bring any water shoes, and these oyster shells tore my feet up. I literally had open gashes on both of my feet. Had to put Neosporin on everything because they was getting infected. Because I was out here barefooted like a dummy. So learn from me. Bring some water shoes if you're going to do some exploring. But I did see a lot of nice, cool things out here. And it was just a nice scenery, you know. I just like being out there in the water. You feel me? I'm out here in these, So I was only able to get a limited amount of footage at this time because
Catching bait. Picked up this
I was
crab.
really in the water, you know. And all I have is my cell phone, and my cell phone's not waterproof, so it's, you know, it's kind of hard to. I can't take it
so
everywhere
like I said,
with me, basically. But hey,
nice
I did what I did.
Then that night,
Oh man, it was time to party. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my man Rob. Yeah. That's the Chesapeake Bay right there. Your boy Daddy Cool. Dr. Fish. Oh yeah. My main man Derek, we was out there looking fly as anything. Look how cool that is. I need to put some cool music behind that. Slow-mo. Yeah, shouts out to my man Ambrose. That's my man. He done saved my life a couple times, for real, for real. Yeah. One time for the bay. But yeah, man, we partied that night away. Me and my wife out there looking lovely. I see you. And we just partied. We had fun all night long. Just like the song say. But anyway, the next day, back at it.
I got me a gar.
Boom. What I catch?
Hey,
a nice size gar.
Another one off the list.
Look at him flopping over there.
List.
A handsome fisherman there.
I caught my gar.
Look at those teeth.
He's a big boy too. We're like good. Almost 2 feet long.
Alright, y'all, real quick. This goes out to all my fish buddies out there that like to keep fish. Gars are pretty cool. They sell them at the pet store. If you do get a gar, do not get an alligator gar. Don't get an alligator gar. Whatever you do, don't get one. Just trust me. Don't get one. Get a spotted gar or a Florida gar or a short-nosed gar, but not an alligator gar. They get way too big. So that night, I was back in the bay. exploring as I usually do while I was fishing. And I came across this 9-armed sea star, which was pretty cool. Had to check my man out real quick. I've never seen one of these before, you know. Caught some catfish while I was out there. So the next day, it was on the way back to Miami to catch the flight, and we had a little time to spare, so did some more exploring. And I came across these really big iguanas.
Yeah, I'm real close to him. I can touch him. Probably on tail with me. You want to tail with me, sir? Let me touch you. Let me touch you. Alright, y'all. Wrapping up my Florida trip. It's been a blast. Had a lot of fun. Caught some fish. Did a lot of exploring. We've seen a lot of things.